Yahoo. Can you hear me okay? Is everything doing is it doing what it's supposed to do? I have no idea. Yahoo, yahoo. 聞こえる？聞こえるか？ Yes? Awesome. Yay. Okay, thank goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I learned yesterday that even if I'm streaming at 2 megabytes per second, I still have issues. So I've just been scared. It seems like whatever they did more recently, how long ago was it now? I think it was 2 days ago that they came in again. Um, it did not help. In fact, I think it's gotten worse again. But I'll keep trying. And that can be all that we say on that subject. I don't want this to become another like catch up with Kaelix, and then he immediately starts complaining about his internet for 20 minutes. I don't want that to be like a routine. Just want to give you a periodic update. I'm still trying to figure out how to fix it. I have not found a solution yet. But this seems to work for us, so I cannot complain. I'm sitting at my desk. I got my phone. I put in my earbuds. I will say I forgot to charge them, so our time today is limited by however long I have with these. Because I prefer to keep them in, because if I keep them in, I can multitask a little bit. Yeah. Is my sleeping schedule back to normal? I appreciate that you're like talking with like air quotes around the word normal, right? Back to so-called normal. I'm not there yet, but I tried to use yesterday. I didn't announce it, but I tried to use yesterday to fix it because I have some work obligations that I have to be awake earlier in the day for coming up very soon. Some important stuff that I have to take care of. And unfortunately, I cannot continue my vampiric sleep schedule and also do those things while being awake. So I started my transition back into a schedule where I'm awake during the day and asleep at night yesterday. And it was a success. I did go to sleep last night after the stream, and I woke up not super late, not super early. Could have been better. I think I went to bed around. I laid in bed and tried to go to sleep around midnight, but I think I actually fell asleep closer to 1:30ish. And then I woke up around 8, I think. So I may need a little nap later in the day, but we'll find out. I may use this to push myself, like propel myself forward so that I can be extra sleepy tonight. And then when I go to bed, I'll stay asleep for longer, and then I'll wake up at my ideal time, which would be honestly also around 8. I want to wake up around 8, but go to bed around midnight would be nice. That would be ideal. Like 11 p.m. through midnight, and then waking up in the morning around 8, 8:30. That'd be great. So that's what I'm aiming for. That being said, I will have another work obligation this week where I have to wake up at like, I think 4 a.m. to get what we're trying to do done. So it won't last. It's a very, very busy time in more ways than one for Kaelix. Just like this time in general, this month, this gap of a couple months. And I'm needed in a number of different places by a number of different people at a number of different hours. So my sleep is in constant flux of moving forward and then pulling back and whatever it needs to be. But I think in about a month's time, I will shift into something that will last a lot longer, thankfully. I will get through this storm of chaos and obligation, and it will be pretty calm for a while, I expect. Still busy, but I guess more calm on that front, maybe. It's to be determined, though. Every time I always think that I'm always like, I just got to get through this month. I just got to get through April. I just got to get through May, and then it will be over. But then, by the time I reach that point, I've already come up with a billion other things that I want to do. So the list just stays equally long, even when I clear stuff off. so so we'll have to find out, but but I'm having a great time, so that's what really matters, right? Yeah, I'm thriving, super happy, and I'm able to make the best out of what I got, even in this situation where just streaming is basically impossible. Working with staff to find workarounds for certain things, which is good. I'm very thankful that the company is understanding of my situation and able to offer support. Very helpful. Shouts out, staff. Yeah, yeah. I just got to make it till August. I just got to make it till August. But again, I'll hit August, then it'll be like, I just got to make it till September. It doesn't stop. This feeling hasn't stopped. But I enjoy every minute of it. So, current go-to food. I've been on a phase. I've been in a phase, rather. I've been in a phase with breakfast burritos. Egg, sausage, and cheese wrapped in a tortilla is so good. And then you just lightly fry it. Very, very delicious. You scramble the eggs, get the little sausage bits, just melt in some cheese. Totemo oishii. Muy, muy, muy delicioso. Yeah, it's very good. Very, very tasty. Highly recommend. You can throw in some other stuff. Yeah, veggies could be nice in that. I think the kind I like would be good with like bell pepper diced in there. Oh, that'd be so good. Tomato as well would go well with these. And at that point, I'd kind of be interested in adding a tiny bit of sour cream. Not a vegetable, but good source of some nutrients. Good for not the immune system, but the digestive system, right? Sour cream is good for the gut. I think. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. That may not be facts. I'm relying on my feeble memory right now. Mm. Yeah, I've been in a phase with breakfast burritos. As you know, I'm in an era the last few months of trying to maximize my protein intake because I realized before that I was kind of lacking specifically in proteins. I was kind of leaning towards and grabbing for food that did not have much in it. So that's nice. I'm feeling great all the time. I'm exercising again. I think I mentioned that. I'm well enough after sickness now that I'm able to exercise. So I've been dancing every day for the last several days. I think a good 30 to 45 minutes of cardio a day is pretty important. So I try to get at least that much, if not a little more. It's been nice. Am I still yogurt maxing? You want to know? Yeah, I still am. I still have like 1 cup of yogurt a day as a little snack because I don't know, 2 or 3 full meals a day is not quite enough for Elmo. I like an additional snack or two in between. And honestly, more than like 2 or 3 full size meals, I personally prefer closer to like 4 or 5 smaller meals throughout the day where I'm eating roughly the same amount of food as anybody else, but I just like to eat a little bit more often. I feel better when I do. So I don't know if it's just like a me thing or what, but yeah, that's how I like to do it. So even in this situation now where I am kind of leaning more towards the 2 and 3 full size meals a day, I kind of make up for it by having a light snack every now and it's nice. Ooh, granola would be pretty good with yogurt. In my case, I've been hooked on one specific flavor. I've described it already. It has these little, like it's my sweet treat, is what it is. I like a sweet treat. I think it's important to have sweets every now and then. Um, it's like cinnamon apple pie flavored yogurt. So the base is vanilla, and they've got little like cinnamon seasoning, and then little slices of apple that are in there. And then on the side, it has this little like snickerdoodle cookie crumble thing, and you pour that into it after you've stirred it up a bit, and then you've got like a crunchy aspect to it, and it's really good. Yeah, I've talked about this before, but I never mind to repeat. But yeah, that's that's like my go-to for the last. I think it's been over a month, hasn't it? I'm so hooked on it. It's so yummy. You got to fix your eating habits. You think so? I don't know. I think as long as you feel good and as long as you're eating the things you like and as long as you live as active a lifestyle as you can afford, given like the time you have in your day, I think you're doing fine. Just make sure that you get the right amount of nutrients because I don't know. Our bodies do a lot to take care of us, and I think it's only fair that we reward them in turn and give them the fuel that they need, you know? It's very important. It takes a lot of energy to run a complex machine like the human body, so we have to give it what it wants. You know what I mean? Mm, yeah. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Cells and organs working hard. They really are. I get kind of emotional when I think about it for long enough. I don't know. It's very easy to take it for granted and it's very easy to become totally ignorant to it or of it. The fact that our bodies work so hard and that, like one body is a complicated, insanely convoluted network of many small things working together as hard as they can. And they don't take breaks. They don't get weekends off. They're always working. And I know they're not like sentient or aware in any meaningful way. It's like their whole function to do these things. They're more like machines than conscious creatures. But I don't know. When I view the cells and the organs in my body as creatures, it motivates me a little bit more to try harder for them. You know what I mean? I'm like, I kind of want to just stay in bed, but it would be so much nicer to them if I got up and took a little walk. You know what I mean? Uh, that's what that's how I feel. Like if I humanize the non-human entities within me, I'm more motivated to take care of them. Feel sad for them? No, no, no. They're so happy to do their best for you. They work hard every day with a smile. And it's up to you how you repay them. And they'll keep trying no matter what. So you don't have to feel bad. You can just make it a little easier for them if you want. That's the way I view it. Cells at Work. I always wanted to watch that. I've seen clips of it, and I think I also watched the first episode on Netflix at one point when I was younger, but I never watched the full thing. Cells at Work. How did that opening theme go? I really liked it, but I can't remember it anymore. It's been a while now. I remember thinking the concepts were really cute though. I really liked the white blood cell character design. I thought it was pretty interesting. Mm, yeah. Hataraku. Oh, I think I just remembered part of the song. Ah, you like the platelet? I remember the platelet was super popular. That was like the little baby one, right? Super cute. Super cute, super cute. Can't wait to see the SP Collect collab visual. Oh, yeah, that should be next in line, huh? Because the other three have been revealed already. I mean, obviously, I can't confirm, but it seems pretty clear what kind of schedule they're working on for this. I will say, I'm very excited to share with you the contents of this collab. It's not something I'm super knowledgeable about, but it's something I'm excited about nonetheless. So, well, I cannot offer you any meaningful information at this time. I hope you can look forward to the announcements to come in regards to this collaboration. Yeah, I'll do my best to be available to properly promote it and explain it when the time comes. Yeah, I hope that you like it. It was a very fun photo shoot for this one as well. Slightly outside of the realm of what I'm used to these days, but reminded me a little bit of the old days, the good old days. I feel like an old man whenever I talk about that. Like I said that just now, and I kind of conjured a visual of myself wrinkled and gray. Well, I guess my hair's already gray, but just wrinkled and old and sitting on the porch in a rocking chair, just like I remember I used to be important. That's what I feel like whenever I talk about my last job. Mm. Back in my day. Do I get to keep the outfits after things like this? Oh, what do you think? I'm curious. So for photo shoots for these collabs and stuff, right? I don't know if there's like a universal approach, and I usually don't ask, but I feel like if I did ask, I could. I personally don't, but I don't know. There have been times where I was tempted. For example, maybe it was like a nice earring. I'm like, oh, I want this, and it's been in my ear already. So, but I never asked. I'll bet if I really wanted one, maybe be like those actors who steal. You think I should steal? Should I just take it without asking? That feels bad. I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble. I don't know. I think the earrings in particular would probably be a nice thing to borrow because with earrings you can throw them into anything. I've been wearing a new one recently. I don't know. I obviously can't turn on my camera or anything, otherwise you won't be able to see it with my internet. But I wonder if you can hear it if I like. I wonder if my microphone even picks it up if I shake my head around. Probably not. It's probably getting canceled out. It usually gets canceled. But yeah, I have like a new earring that I've been wearing recently. Even when I don't go out or do anything, I try to keep an earring in just to be safe. Because I find that if I go long enough without wearing one, then it's harder to put one in when I decide to wear one again. So yeah, this one dangles a little bit. It's pretty fun. Mm. I'll have to wear it for you another time, maybe. Growing my glasses collection? Not really. I will confess for a lot of these collabs and stuff, it would be a bit ludicrous to get prescription lenses every single time. That would be ludicrously expensive. Yeah, most of the time they're completely fake. They've got plastic lenses with no correction at all. Almost every pair of glasses I've worn for this gig have been not real. Or I guess they're real but they're not prescription is what I mean. You know what I mean? Yeah. It'd be nice though. Oh my gosh. How many glasses do I own currently? I currently have about 3 pairs in rotation. If I really wanted to, I could say I have like 6-ish, maybe closer to 8, but most of these are older prescriptions that I should not really be wearing now, so I'd prefer not to. So they've kind of been retired forever. But I have 3 pairs right now, including the pair that I wear for work that are my prescription and that I can wear anytime I want without issue. So I'll usually just change it based on the vibe of where I'm going or what I'm wearing. Yeah. I mean, for just 3. The rest of them, it wasn't like I was particularly trying to get more. Though now I'm kind of in an era where I want to. I want to get more just for the sake of having more options. Um, but with the bulk of them, I would just go in for my annual checkup. Be like, all right, 1 or 2. I'd say 2. And then I come out and she's like, surprise, your eyes got worse. Now we have to do a new one. And while I could have just gotten the same frame every time, I like variety and I like to try new things when I can. It's my little brave test to see how things go. So every time I would have a checkup, I would get a new pair instead of just like updating the old one. Yeah, so that's why I have so many. Uh, How many pairs should someone with prescription glasses actually have? I think honestly, most people probably have one at any given time, right? Oh, you've only had one for 5 years. Have you? Okay, here's my question. Not how many glasses should you have or anything like that, right? My answer, I've got so many things I want to say. Instead of saying that you should have a certain number of glasses, what I think you should have is a certain number of visits to an optometrist, specifically because prescriptions change over time. As you grow, as you spend time looking at certain things, I don't know how much of this is like a myth versus how much of it is true, but I've always thought that spending a lot of time in front of a computer or reading books can influence your eyesight, maybe, or the time that you spend in the dark versus spend outside where it's really bright. It's good to go into an optometrist pretty regularly. I think anywhere between every year or every 2 years would be safe. I'm just ballparking in my head. I personally always went every year, but that's because when I was younger, my eyes were really weak. So I needed a little extra attention. Um, yeah. And if you go in and your prescription's the same, then you don't have to change anything. There's no need to do anything. Uh, yeah, if it's different, then you want to get it updated as soon as possible because there's only one thing worse than going without glasses when you need them, right? Because if you need glasses and you don't wear them, that's bad. But you know what's worse? Is if you need a specific prescription and you wear a different prescription than the one you need, that can make your eyes worse. You have to update it. You got to update it as soon as possible. Yeah, not I say as soon as possible, but not like tomorrow urgent, but yeah, it's a good thing to prioritize. I'd go ahead and call and make an appointment if you're able. If you're somebody that wears glasses and you've had the exact same pair for 5 years, that's not the best for your eyes potentially. Could be fine, especially if you're not prone to many changes. Because some people keep the same prescription for a really long time. Um, but while some people keep it for a long time, others need a new one every other year. Pointing at myself, a big bright, like what is the word? Like light bulb lit arrow, light bulbs all around the border of the arrow, pointing right at me, like bang, bang. Made me think of Oron High School Host Club, visualizing that in my head just now. Thinking of like the female symbol from the first episode or the second episode or whatever. Yeah, big red circle. Does he know? Sounds expensive. It depends. It's a bit more manageable if you have insurance, and insurance will usually cover a specific number of frames. I always had to pull from the insurance bin, so I'm very thankful now to be in a position where I can kind of splurge a little bit on a pair that is not covered by insurance that I just kind of personally want to wear. Pretty nice. I love being an adult. It's nice having spending money as an adult and not being a kid and being kind of powerless against a lot of this stuff. Yeah. Have I tried wearing contact lenses? Yes. I had a phase in high school where I tried contact lenses for a little bit. And I think it's great for those that like it. I could not stand it. I could not stand it. I tried a couple of different types. Like I expressed to my optometrist my experience with the first one, and they're like, "Oh, well, there's also this type. Maybe this is better." Even worse, I just did not like the feeling of it. I was constantly aware of them in my eyes. I think I, in particular, like as an individual, am just a little too sensitive in that way. I can be very physically sensitive in certain ways. So, yeah, I personally cannot stand wearing contact lenses. I don't like it. I never like I think with contact lenses, it's one of those things where it's supposed to become like a subconscious thing. You don't notice that they're in there anymore. But in my case, I was actively aware of them every waking second, like constantly aware that they were in my eyes. And I was never comfortable with it. Have I ever considered LASIK? I have thought about it, but I personally am not interested in it. I think it's good for those that want it and are interested in it. And while it is a nice fantasy to think of like waking up and instantly seeing everything really clearly, I actually really like glasses and I like wearing glasses and I'm always excited to try a new pair. So yeah, I've got no issue with things as they currently are. Even if my eyes are weak and even if it can be legitimately disabling or debilitating in the absence of my glasses, I can just bring my glasses with me and then I'm fine. So yeah, I've got no issue with things as they are now. LASIK is scary. I don't think so. I haven't researched it that much, so I'm not really qualified to talk about it at length. But as far as I know, it has a pretty good success rate, right? They've developed it pretty extensively. I don't know. I have a general sense of trust in most forms of heavily practiced and performed surgery, just because with every success we learn a little bit more, and the same with every failure. So if something's been done for a number of years, they've probably got it down by now. So I don't really have as much fear as some others do with that stuff. But again, I'm just personally not really interested in LASIK. I'm content with my bat eyes. Have I ever had to spend a day without glasses? Yes. In fact, I've actually imposed it upon myself a number of times. You may remember there was a time, and honestly, I still practice this way sometimes, depending on where I'm going or what I'm doing. But there was a time when, due to the state of affairs around the world, people would either stay inside, or if they had to go out, they would go out with a mask on. I think it's a good form of public courtesy to wear a mask if you are sick or if you have a chance of carrying something, right? So that you don't get anybody else sick. That being said, I found very quickly and immediately that when I wore a mask alongside my glasses, I could not see because my breath would go up the like upper half, like up, like near my nose of the mask, and it would go into my lenses and it would fog every single time. So I would actually just like go out with a mask but no glasses so that I could see just about the same amount but not feel foggy like fog in front of my eyes. Because genuinely I saw about the same amount without glasses as I did with foggy glasses. So yeah, I would make the conscious choice to not wear my glasses. Yeah. What's the grade for my eyesight? I don't remember the prescription numbers because they give you a number for each eye, right? The numbers I remember are the test of like what you see at 20 feet versus what the average person can see at that level of detail. I can't remember if it's somewhere between 2070 and 2080, I think. Meaning that at 20 feet without my glasses, I can see what somebody else can see at 70 feet ish, which is bad. It's pretty bad. uh, ain't that blind? I think I actually am. I vaguely remember it being in that territory. It may have gotten better though over the years. The thing that particularly got better was my double vision. Song title drop unintended. Because there was a time where if I wasn't actively focused, I would see double. So they had to put what are they called? Prisms. They had prisms in my lenses. Yeah, they had prisms in my lenses. But now I don't have prisms anymore. I don't need them anymore. Yeah. Song of the year. Yeah, I ironically would experience double vision sometimes. So they had to correct it. And I can still, if I take my glasses off, or honestly with my glasses on now, if I just defocus my eyes, I can make myself see double vision again. But it used to be that it was happening sometimes even when I wasn't trying to do it. So they had to correct that. An example of how wearing glasses can help you and improve things. Sometimes it just corrects it rather than improves it. Different for everybody. Yeah, I think I told you this actually. This was months ago now, but at my last optometrist visit, I did actually walk out with a slightly weaker prescription than I walked in, which had never happened to me before, other than when they took out my prisms. So that was pretty nice. Yeah, that felt really cool and also kind of scary because what made that happen? Am I Peter Parker? I'm Peter Parker. I got bit by a spider and now I don't need my glasses anymore. Hi, I'm Toby Maguire. Farsighted or nearsighted, I'm very, 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 very nearsighted to the extent that, like, for example, I could not drive without my glasses on. I had to wear my glasses when I was still practicing driving because if I don't wear my glasses in the car, I cannot read the numbers on the signs. So I could not tell you like what the speed limit was based on the signs. It's bad, particularly bad in my right eye compared to my left. Is Toby my favorite Spider-Man? Yes, but he's also the only one that I personally really know anything about. because I've only seen the first Spider-Man movie, like the singular first one. And I didn't even watch it when it came out. I watched it later on. Yeah, I never caught up on the rest of them. I can drive? No, no, no. But there was a time that I practiced a lot and when I was learning. Yeah. There was a time when I was training to drive and I had my learner's permit and I would go out all the time. And yeah, but I just did not like it and I never really got used to it. So I surrendered and I never got my license. Front seat voice pack. Oh my gosh, throwback. That was how long ago? Last month? 1 month ago? Mm. Mm. Ara. Oh my goodness. You should check out Twitter. You should go to Twitter. Oh my gosh, what's this? Oh my gosh. Totally unplanned. Actually, unplanned. I forgot this was getting announced today. Teehee. Oh, but now everything's on the repost menu. Ew. Here, I'm gonna quote retweet it instead. I hate this update. I'm sorry, you didn't hear me say that. Okay, let me do a little phone selfie emoji. Boom. Okay. Yeah, go check out Twitter. Wink. Announcement just dropped. I quote retweeted it, so it should show up on my main feed, right? Are you telling me those show up under reposts too? They better not. Oh, I'm so mad if they do. Okay, no, it's still fine. Okay. So I guess if I want it to show up on the main feed, I have to do a quote retweet instead of a regular retweet. Why can't we just keep it the same? Anyway, that's not what this is about. They have just announced By the Beat's second digital single, released under Virgin Music. And alongside the announcement, it's been revealed that there will be two versions of the song, one in English, one in Japanese, and they've also revealed the names because each version has a different version of the name and the visual. Teehee. Exciting. Yeah, there's an English version and a Japanese version. Melody. Boku ni melody. Oh, now that it's out and announced, I'm so tempted to start singing it. I've been holding it in for a while. But I'll keep it in. I gotta hold it in. I can't sing it yet. Yeah, feel free to go check out the announcement and keep your eyes and ears peeled for more details. Can't even help myself. I've been helping myself for so long. You actually should give me my flowers. I deserve a medal because it is uniquely hard for me to hold this kind of thing in. And I've not let it slip at all. Even now, I'm not letting it slip. It's a secret. Zip. You want me to spoil it? No, no, no. It's so much more fun if you wait for the grand reveal. Boku ni melody. Exciting, right? Oh, is that my medal? Your did it. Thank you. Wait, when are they releasing it? I can't remember. I probably should know this, but I don't remember. They told me, but I forgot. I guess I'll have to. Oh, what's this? I'll have to read the announcement. Oh my god. English on the 31st. Oh. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Thank you. I can tell you read the announcement, huh? Yeah, so you gotta wait 2 weeks and then you can hear it. In the meantime, I gotta keep it to myself. Ah, I want to sing it so bad. This is gonna be a rough 2 weeks because now the cat's out of the bag. Doesn't read when his own release comes out. I read, and I probably could have told you like 2 days ago. I'm just processing a lot of information recently, is all. But yeah, I'm particularly excited about this one. I will say, songs from the future I have not heard yet. Uh, Satellite was not released under the label, but I love Satellite. Double Vision, I love it very much. I think Boku ni Melody will be my favorite song we release for a very long time. I don't know if it gets better than this for me. I really, 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 really like this one. So I'm really, really, really excited for you to hear it. Yeah. I love every song we've done so far, and I'm excited to hear and to sing the songs in the future to come. But yeah, I really particularly like personally really like this one. So I'm very excited. It has been killing me not to tell you anything about it. I've been like bursting at the seams just thinking about it. I need to get my mind on something else. I have to start thinking about something else because I almost it just wants to come out. It just wants to come out. They've revealed the title, they've revealed the theme clearly, they've shown the visual. All that's left is to hear it at this point. I'm fighting tooth and nail right now. Uh, oh my goodness. Was I having a hard time? Not particularly in the jamming session, no, because the vibe we kept was very different. But I will say there have been a number of moments, just in general, over the last month or two, where I've been like, and like it's silent outside, but on the inside, the song is playing. I just really like it. I really, really like it. Like it's a song I would personally listen to. So, mm. Did I choose my outfit for the visual? Do you want the truth? I wonder, can you handle the truth? For this one, I did not pick it out firsthand, but I did offer feedback and direction. I asked for like a very specific vibe. Yeah, that's the truth. So yeah, I did not pick out that specific shirt, but I was like, I think it would be nice to wear a shirt like this with pants like this. Yeah. Boku ni Melody. Was the vibe Unk going to Hawaii? I guess it is kind of Unk going to Hawaii. I don't know. When I was thinking of summery, what I personally wear in the summer is a short sleeve button up shirt with very loose dress pants. High waisted if I can get them there. Yeah. Wait, here, let me send you this via text just in case. Wait, is there a teaser? Did they drop a teaser? Opening my eyes. Where is it? I feel like a dummy. Hold on. I should know about this, but I forgot, I guess. Oh, it's on the channel. Okay, here. Oh, you get to see this already. Oh my gosh. Okay, here. Here's the short. You get to hear some of the chorus. Which means I can sing at least this much of the song. Tell me what you love about me, okay? Ah, you see what I'm saying? Like, this is a song I would personally listen to. Ah, I'm so excited. Song of the summer. Yeah, I hope you can enjoy the full release in 2 freaking weeks. Oh my god. Saying I'm found dead. Oh yeah, because you get to hear him do his little say what you love about me. Okay. Ah, that's a really good one. Yeah, they dropped this teaser as a mercy to me because they want to me to be able to reference the lyrics. Got you melody. No, I can't. Even with this, I gotta be careful. Yeah, I'm really excited about this release. So, I humbly request your support when it comes out in full. Mm. Oh my goodness. Whoa, I accidentally closed too much just now. Wait, can I restore my other tabs? Oh no, are they gone? I think I just lost so many tabs. Wait, can I do this? Yes! Okay. Just got distracted trying to clear out the tabs that I just opened and I accidentally closed them all. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Oh, they released the Japanese teaser as well. So you get to hear that one too. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Here, let me send you this over text as well. 2 versions. I will say between the two, I love them both. I think the Japanese version is my favorite by a small margin. I like it just a little bit more. There's so much. Oh man, this is dangerous. Uh, yeah, I hope you can enjoy. I hope you can enjoy when it comes out. I'll stop geeking now. It's good, right? It's good, right? Oh, okay, wait. I got more to retweet. I'm about to throw it back. Wait, would that be too unprofessional for a direct quote retweet? Is that too unprofessional? Should I try to be cooler? Let's dance. Okay, let's dance. No, that's boring. I'm about to throw it back. Boom. Uh, let's have some personality on main. Mm. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. Deep exhale. I need to move on. I need to move on. I want to sing the rest of the song. It isn't enough to have just the chorus. Was the release? So the English version should be on July 31st, end of the month, right? Is that what it said? Let's double check the announcement. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Bakani mera, 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 melali. del rendezvous. Let's see. Melody, mero, singing. Magi de mero, 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 melali. Okay. Yes, the English version will be July 31st. The Japanese version will be August 5th. Yeah. So basically tomorrow, but also like 1 billion years from now, because that's 2 whole weeks. Yeah, I opened the announcement to double check. What's melody? Yeah, so that one was a bit of a challenge to translate to English because it's kind of a unique and multifaceted word. So feel free to correct me or offer a better explanation if mine is not very good. Had to explain this recently. So my understanding of melody, it comes from meroi, which is it itself comes from mero mero, which is onomatopoeia that describes an emotion. In Japanese, there are a lot of forms of onomatopoeia that you use to describe the way you're feeling. Uh, Mero mero is kind of similar to dabu dabu, but it's different. My understanding is that mero mero refers to when somebody is very charming or attractive in a way that makes you kind of want to have a crush on them. Like it makes you feel a little flustered, or it makes you want to swoon, or like yeah, That's my understanding. Is meroi and mero mero, they're all about like being around somebody who's really like handsome or pretty or charming, just generally attractive or crush worthy. It's a word that describes that feeling of being around somebody like that. Somebody who's got like a lot of confidence to them, or who just looks really good maybe. It's a bit of a complicated word. Um, but yeah, that's the idea. So it's me. Oh, you're too nice. You're too nice. Yeah, that's what the word basically means. It's a multifaceted, uh, multi-meaning word that basically just describes, yeah, like butterflies in your tummy, kind of, or like like when you're around somebody really cute or really cool, and your face feels a little warm, or just the general vibe of somebody who is like that and who makes you feel like that, is my understanding of the word. Are they being released at different times? So you have time to digest them one at a time. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know about that part. Yeah, I figure. I figure it so that you can properly digest one before getting to the other. A crush, but not a crush. It's not specifically the crush. It's just the feeling and the vibe of somebody who you could have a crush on, is the idea. Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult word to translate directly to English. A translation I've seen was crush worthy, and that's pretty close, but it's not quite right. It's not quite right. Yeah, kind of like being charmed, kind of like, yeah, feeling affection. Mm. Yeah, kind of like the feeling before developing a crush, but not necessarily. It's a word that is very straightforward and simple in Japanese. It's just difficult to describe it in English words because it's a bit of a unique word that we don't have here. Mm. Yeah. Merori comes from meroi. Meroi, I think, comes from mero mero. or maybe vice versa. Mero mero could come from meroi. Yeah, charming in itself is a pretty good one as well to describe a person who makes you feel that way. But it also describes like the feeling, like you can feel mero mero, like, oh, he's so cool. I feel so mero mero. But I think you could also say like, oh my gosh, he's so cool. He's so mero mero. Kind of like that. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Fact check me at any point because I still only like, I think 70% understand this word because I'm a native English speaker. Mm, yeah. Admiration. See, words like admiration and charming and like crushworthy, these are all words that work. The problem is that there's not one single word, and that's what makes it hard. There's not like one word above the rest of them that makes the most sense as a translation. Like it describes all of these things. It's partially ambiguous, but also just multifaceted. It means multiple things. Yeah, that's what it means, basically. Yeah, kya. It makes you go kya. It makes your heart go dum 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 dum. Centered on the catchy phrase "boku ni mero mero merori." Mero 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 merori. You're madly in love with me. So it's like boku ni is like with me, you're gonna feel mero 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 merori. You know what I mean? So that's the main phrase around the song is around me, you're gonna feel like this, basically. That's the best way I can explain the concept in English. Uh, that being said, I do feel that the English translation, which you will hear first on the 31st, does a very, very good job of getting the idea across, even with a word like this that is very difficult to translate. Very, very well written. Very, very thankful for the support in making that happen. Yeah. Understand even though I'm not. You don't understand? It's okay. You just gotta wait until the song drops and then listen to all the other words and then you'll understand. Because that's basically the idea behind the whole song. Mm. Oh, I'm so excited. 僕にメロメロメロメロリー今夜寝んでランデブー Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. I'm so excited. Yeah, this one came from a producer that I personally really admire as well, that I liked before the production of this song. So I'm also very excited about that. You're just gonna have to stay tuned. You're just gonna have to wait in here. Aren't you excited? Aren't you intrigued? Don't you want to hear the full release? Oh my gosh. I was supposed to move on forever ago. Mm. They announced who it was in the article. Oh my gosh, so I could be open about that too. Yeah, 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 yeah. They got Sneak Sound for the production. You may know him for songs that he's produced for groups like Milk. You know, I love Miruku's music, so yeah, when I saw when I saw his name on the proposal, I was like, like my jaw hit the floor. I was like, no way. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. He trying to ignore it. No, that's me. I'm that dog. I'm that dog with the closed eyes with the fire next to him. That's me right now. uh, yeah, I'm really, 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 really like insanely excited about this. This is my favorite thing that we have done yet, or that I have done yet, or anything. Mm. Are my non-brand specific earbuds about to die? Let's find out. Let me check. How can I check the battery? Kaelix is non-specific earbuds. I got 40% left. So we should be fine for a bit longer. sense their style, right? It's a very distinct vibe that he has in his production. I'm very, very, very happy that we were able to work with him. He's really, really cool. And again, like I said, I've liked his style personally, like as a listener of music, before doing anything as an artist. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. It's been genuinely killing me to keep this secret over the course of production. Yeah, I really hope you like it. I really do. I love it. Oh my goodness. He tried to ignore it. I need to move on. I need to move on. I need to move on. Literally anything else. Oh my gosh, I'm too excited. I can't wait for it. July 31st is too far away. It was so much easier to wait for it before. But now that it's announced, it's gonna kill me to get through these next 2 weeks. Yeah, I gotta get off of this. I gotta do something else. Yeah, we can talk about it when it comes out in full. Zelda lore? You want some Zelda lore? Ask me anything about Zelda. Literally anything. I'll answer any question you have. I'll answer one question. I need to be distracted. I need to be sedated. mm, thinking emoji. Oh my gosh, I want to talk about all of these things. I don't know which one to go with because there's a lot to say about all of these. Okay, this one I want to go with because I want to figure out which one you're talking about. Why do those weird guys pop out with that one annoying noise? I desperately want to figure out who you're talking about or like which monster you're talking about. Can you describe the weird noise for me, like in writing as best as you can? I would appreciate that if you could. I just really want to figure out what you're talking about. Is the noise like, yeah? Are you talking about the Koroks? Which Zelda game is this in? Is this like Breath of the Wild era? Yeah. Is that what you're talking about? That's the one? Oh, okay. See, here, I was hoping it was something else. In my brain, you said pop out with that weird noise, and I thought of the mini blends from The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, who I'm obsessed with the sound they make, and sometimes it gets stuck in my head, and I just walk around my house making it. They go like, nene, 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 nene. They just do that. Nene. Sometimes that sound will get stuck in my head. And in the context of the game, they are kind of they are kind of annoying and kind of weird. But I really like them. I think they're very cute. The little mini blends. Mm. You hate that noise, do you? Nana, nana. I think it's cute. I just think they're kind of obnoxious to deal with in the context of the game. They're always popping out when you want to focus on something else. Yeah. The funny thing about those is that I can't hear the sound in my mind without also hearing like the like the like the battle theme, the soft battle theme starting up. I cannot hear the sound of these monsters in a vacuum. It has to come accompanied with the BGM. Sounds like your phone alarm. Oh, do you have that one radar like the da-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum. That's a pretty good one. That one elicits fight or flight response from me when I hear it. Like I hear that and I'm like da-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum. I think they changed the default version of the alarm on newer models because they've figured out how traumatic that one is for people. Hey, listen. That's my alarm. That's the one that gets the biggest reaction on them because it's the one I've had for the longest time. Freaking Navi. Hey, listen. Oh my gosh. She wakes me up. She wakes me up. She gets me moving. I'm alert. I'm listening. Say whatever you want to say. I've thought for a while of getting my dad to record an alarm for me, though, specifically for waking up. Because I mentioned that I went to a special school in the past. For my last 2 years of high school, I went to a special facility for college courses. And I had to be there very early. Or rather, I had to get up very early because I had to be there at a normal hour. But the thing is that this school was like an hour, 2 hours drive away. So I'd have to wake up really early and drive there with my dad. And that's actually where I got the most of my practice. But he would wake me up every morning, and a lot of those nights, I would not get very much sleep. So I'd be dead in my bed. And the way he woke me up was always the same. He would open my door and he'd say, Kaelix, Kaelix. And by the second one, I was always awake. It like pulls me out. There's something about it. And he was able to successfully wake me up this way without fail, even in a situation where, I'm like, sorry, I got a little distracted there. I'm going to bed maybe at midnight and I need to wake up at 4:30ish would be ideal. Some days I would push it to 5 or 5:30. I would ask him the night before. Because I had to be at school by like 7:30. So yeah, so I've thought before about asking him to come to my room so I can like set up my microphone and have him record himself just saying my name a few times in hopes that if I set that as my alarm, maybe that will pull me out of my slumber more successfully than, hey, listen. Because my brain kind of tunes it out after a couple listens, pun unintended. You have me screaming as your alarm? Wow, that's great. I love that for you. Awesome. What am I screaming? Out of curiosity. You want me to make an alarm for you? I have actually released one as a voice pack once, but I'll give you a freebie right now. All right, you ready? Wake up! Hey, 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 get up! Get out of bed! What are you doing? Wake up! Wake up! Get out of bed! Now! There you go. Are you up? Are you awake? Are you alert? Did I get noise canceled? Oh, okay. I got a little too loud. You want me to do it again? No, no, no. That's enough. You can have it with the cutting out. Surely that's fine, right? Hmm. Fucking metal, 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 melody. Con andiamo del rendezvous. No. The worst thing they could have done for me was release a teaser of the chorus. Now in my mind, it's okay to sing the chorus, but I shouldn't sing any of it. I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. Ask me something else about Zelda. Ah! I don't spoil it. I can handle myself. Don't worry. I've never spoiled anything I wasn't supposed to be clear. It's just better, more than spoiling it, my worry is that I'm gonna tease you with it. Yeah, I'm a grown adult. I can handle myself. Don't you worry. Don't you worry yourself. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Oh, sorry. Turning into Mina. Yeah, you know that elephant from Sing, voiced by Tori Kelly. I'm actually obsessed with her. Yeah, I think she is incredible, and I want to be her so bad. You hate that elephant? Okay, that's great. Well, I love her. So, what are we gonna do about this? How are we gonna resolve this now? Hmm? You love her, but I think she's great. She's so me. Okay, hold on. Don't say that. Don't say that she's like me. We're nothing alike. All right? She's not me at all. I don't want to hear that because she's hated by the public. I don't want to be hated by the public. Did the public hate me? Do they hate me like the elephant from Sing? Is that how the people feel about me? Hold on. Oh, the elephant in the room. You hate the elephant in the room. Oh, the unaddressed elephant. I see. I'm not going to be dressing any elephants. They can stay naked for all I care. I think they prefer it that way. No clothes. I will not be dressing this elephant. No dresses for this elephant. It can stay naked. Address me. Don't you worry about a thing. Oh, ba, ba, ba. What if the elephant wants to be bonita? I think animals generally prefer not to have any clothes on. Like real talk, I feel like the elephant feels bonita naked. It makes a very cute social media post to put clothes on an animal, but I think generally they like being naked. There are exceptions when it's better to clothe an animal though. Like for example, if it's really cold, sometimes you can give them a little sweater and that's good for them. Turn into Freddy the Fast. The Fredward 5 bears. You know about Fredward 5 bears? At least at least he's not pretending to be Michael Afton. Michael Afton. He took the kids and Fredward 5 bears and he Do you know that video? At least he's not pretending to be Michael Afton. Or it's freaking Ray from Evangelion. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Did I give the phone to someone else? No, that's me. That's my impersonation of the video. Does it not? Oh wait, maybe that means it's good. Do you like my impression? Does it sound scary and weird and creepy like her? I'm not trying to do Michael Jackson. I'm trying to do Ray, a voice changer. No, I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it with my voice. The trick is to close your throat a little bit and to lift the pitch. Yeah. At least he's not pretending to be. But I'm not particularly trying to sound like a girl in specific. I'm trying to sound specifically like that one video of Ray, where they were doing a pretty decent, actually, in their case, impression of her. Yeah, I think it sounds creepy when I do it. Sound like Michael Jackson. All right, hold on. That would be more like At least no. I've never tried. I've never tried properly, like in earnest. I think he'd have more of like a. At least he's not. I don't know where to put his voice. At least he's not pretending. No, it's not right. It's just not right. This is not. No. Trying to figure. I love to tour. Okay. That's one of my favorite videos. I go through hell touring. Okay, I'll make it positive then. But you know the truth. I love to tour. Yeah, that's all you had to do. You just had to give me a direct quote. Still could be better though. Still could be a lot better. You know the truth. I love to tour. This is such a goofy video. At least he's not pretending to be Michael Afton.
See, Michael Afton, he took the kids and he put them. Michael Afton put the kids into the animatronics, and Fredward Five Bears, and Fredward Five Bears was Fredward.
This is so goofy. It's too goofy. Son, I'm crying. Keep hearing my voiceover when playing Undertale Deltarune. Oh yeah, because I did pull out voices like that for quite a few of the characters. You'll find that when I do an RPG, when I'm streaming an RPG where I voice the characters, I've got exactly 3 voices. All right. Here are the 3 voices as follows. There's Kaelix, but just slightly to the left or right. It's just me, just maybe a little bit more articulate. Maybe I'm lifting my pitch a little bit. It's just me. That's voice number 1.
And then the second one is like somewhere in this register. It depends on the character. Sometimes I'll make it more breathy, sometimes more sharp.
And then the third and final one is the the wizard who basically just sounds like me, but I I I changed the rhythm of my speech, and I frantically switch between falsetto and this deep guttural tone, and then I articulate it in a different way. It makes it sound like a wizard. Those are my 3 voices. I don't have any more. That's all I can do. Those are the only voices I can do. And whenever I do an RPG, my goal is basically to just take one of these 3 voices and contort it in some direction to achieve something that suits the character on the screen. Why is it British? It does end up sounding a little British, but not really. It's almost transatlantic because I'm trying to articulate myself in a way that is kind of irregular for an American speaker. So it ends up sounding a little posh, but my vowels are not British, and the vowels are what really makes an accent, especially between American and British English. Mm, yeah, more wizard. Or you're just gonna have to wait. You're just gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait for a wizard to show up on the screen. Uh, Jennifer Coolidge. See, it's exactly like what I said. She is an extension of this too. My Jennifer Coolidge impression is just voice number 2, but with a breathier tone and like a little vocal fry. Like, and I also I push it into my throat, so it almost sounds like Kermit, but it's not very good. It's not very good. People compliment it, but it's not good. Uh, you gotta kind of like space out your syllables in a really specific way so that you sound like you're coming up with what you're saying in the moment.
like, oh, I totally knew what I was gonna say, but I forgot, and now
That's how I do her voice. It's just voice number 2, but I push it back into my throat and then I make it a little breathy, and then I adjust the rhythm of the words so it sounds like I'm thinking of what to say as I'm saying it out loud.
makes me want a hot dog real bad. Oh, you look just like the 4th of July. Makes me want a hot dog real bad. Oh.
Sable? No. That doesn't sound like him at all. I don't have a good Sable impression. I'd kind of like to do one though. I'd kind of like to develop one. He has like he has a certain rhythm to his speech too. He has a way of telling stories in a way that keeps you at the edge of your seat for the longest amount of time possible. And then he rewards you at the very end for your patience. Is the way he carries out conversation, I find. Like he's a skilled raconteur in that way. He's got like good pauses. He's like I don't even know how to impersonate it properly. Timmy, oh his Tim. My Jennifer Coolidge does kind of sound like his Timmy.
Like, oh no, that's okay.
I miss Minecraft. I miss streaming. I want to play Minecraft. And then I'm normal. I'm a well-adjusted adult, and I can live without Minecraft. I was trying not to think about it. I'm suddenly I'm that dog in front of the open flame again. This is me. Can you? I can. My internet won't let me stream anything normal. Even this, I'm on like 1 megabyte per second right now. It's only working because I'm only giving you my voice. If I turned on my camera right now, it would all fall apart. Yeah, Zalaic is taking a long nap. He laid down in his coffin to take a nap, and now he's just never gonna wake up. No, it's okay. I'll come back in like 100 years, and they will have fully developed and industrialized civilization. They'll have moving machines and airplanes and everything. And I'm gonna wake up like Barnabas Collins, Dark Shadows, right? And it'll be like that. He'll wake up after a long absence. It'll be like Link in Breath of the Wild, 100-year slumber. Na 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 no da 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 na na no. Yeah, everybody will have to catch me up on what I missed. Where is my PP? He just sits on my desk because I also sit at my desk for a lot of the day with the work that I do. So I like to keep an eye on him. He's out on bail, and he might relapse and commit a crime at any time. So it's important that I keep close watch over him. Have I heard of the Dracula musical? Yes, and I've seen some clips of a couple performances before, and I've always been interested in it because it seems really good. It seems really good. Yeah, I don't know that much. How far did I get with Zolaic? Uh, I successfully fooled just about nobody. And I heard that Zad went around talking about me when I wasn't on the server and spread rumors about his Vaz deferens, which cracked me up so bad. By the way, I was fighting for my life not to laugh at that in the moment when he said it. So yeah, I think everybody and their mom is onto him, unfortunately. So maybe he's just cooked. Maybe I should just re-roll a new character at this point. I wasn't even there to defend myself. Come on, that's lame. Zad, what are you doing? That's boring. Talking about your Vaz deferens. Nah, I'll play when I can, but unfortunately, my internet still will not allow it. I'm gonna keep trying though. I'm gonna call my ISP again today. I think as part of my chores for the day. Yeah, we will see. Hopefully, I have not missed too much. They work today. No, they don't come in on weekends at least, but I've called on the weekends before and the receptionist picks up, or one of the receptionists. So I'll call today and she'll be like, "Oh, okay, sweetheart, I can get them in for you again on Monday." And I'll say, "All right, that'd be great." And then I'll wait a couple days and then they'll come in on Monday and they'll look at everything. They'll be like, "All right, should be better." And then they'll leave and I'll pay them 120 United States dollars as I have every other time. And then I'll do a speed test or two, and it will be exactly the same or worse. But I'll keep trying. Who knows? It might work this time. 120. Yes, I have to pay them $120 if I request a visit directly. I might just get a refund if I manage to be a little mean about it, though. Because I've paid $120 a few times now, and they still haven't fixed it. Every time? Well, no, I don't have to pay for it if they voluntarily initiate the visit. If they're like, "All right, we'll come over there," then they don't charge me. But if I'm like, "Please come here," which I'm doing basically every time, then they charge me. Yeah. Are there other ISPs? Yes, but mine is the strongest in the area. There's no better option where I currently live. My only other option is to move, which I'm not gonna lie, it's looking pretty good right about now. So I guess that may be the what is it? What is it called when you have that emergency switch and you get ejected from your seat? It's like that. Yeah. Let my dad do it. My dad's pretty good at this kind of thing. I think he's managed to get them here without being charged. So take another work vacation. Honestly, if I just take a vacation everywhere, I could stream better when I'm away because I have stronger internet. I could probably, if I adjust the parameters on my laptop, my travel laptop, I could probably stream Minecraft. I could take a trip just to play Minecraft on stream again. Uh, yeah, my escape shoot. That's what that could be. Mm. Even then, though, that's something that takes a lot of time and a lot of work. Tried a VPN? Oh yes, I tried a VPN. I bought a big subscription for one that I'm just going to continue using at this point. It helped a little bit, but not significantly, which is weird because that should have solved the problem that I thought was going on, but it did not. But it gave me a little bit more control over it, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I think there's basically nothing else that I as an individual can do. I've tried switching and upgrading and replacing every cable. I've tried moving the router directly to my room so that the cable can be shorter for the direct connection for Ethernet. I've tried so many different things and nothing has worked. There's literally like nothing else. I genuinely don't think there's a single other thing. All I can do is just keep harassing them until they fix it. I think I've mentioned this before. My theory as to what's happening is that they're just kind of coming here and dawdling because they know that they're going to install fiber here in September. They've already told me that they plan fiber for this area in September, which is great. But I need to stream before September, so what are we going to do about that? Yeah, that's my thought. My thought is that they're like, he can just deal with it, and then he'll have better internet then. That's my thought. Yeah, we could just wait another month and a half. That's like a billion years. Take a work vacation until then. Don't enable my work vacations. If I was just thinking about me and nobody else, I would be taking a work vacation like every day. I would be gone all the time because I love it. I love traveling. I've learned that I really, really like it. I never got to do it before this job. I never had any real experience with it. And now I've had 3 beautiful trips that all went really well. So now I want a billion of them. But no, I mustn't. Grandma PC. Grandma PC would be significantly worse. I will say I have tried multiple different devices. I tried my travel laptop from home. Uh, that did not go well either. It is 100% something to do with my internet. And it's something to do with my internet that I personally cannot touch or observe myself. Yeah, I'm powerless right now. Any places I want to visit? So many. I want to visit more areas of the States. I've got a lot of friends that I still have not met. I want to visit North and South American countries other than the United States of America. I'd love to go to Central or South America would be nice. Places in Canada, I've got some friends. I'd like to go to Europe, all kinds of places. Southeast Asia, if I time it right, could be nice. Mm. Yeah. Just affecting me or neighboring houses? That I don't know. I live in the part of America where if you try to go talk to your neighbor, they're not gonna want to welcome you. It's weird. I live in the kind of region where everybody knows each other and like the clerk will talk to you, but if you try to go to the neighbor and ask for sugar, you're gonna die because everybody lives further apart. So I haven't asked them, and it's hard to say if they're actually on the same plan either. Mm. I don't know. People are very private when it comes to their homes. I was exaggerating. I'm not gonna die if I knock on their door, but it's kind of like a no solicitors and everybody is a solicitor vibe. You know what I mean? Yeah. I live on the moon. You think so? That'd be pretty nice. The wind was still. I wonder what that would sound like on my phone on a phone call. Let's find out. Cuz that could be a cute thing we could do sometime. Like maybe I could bring this with me the next time I travel and we could have a travel jam stream somewhere if I find a nice quiet place. Can you hear this? The wind was still and the moon was full. My windowsill fogged thick as wool. You came to me with open arms. We sang beneath my mother's star. Oh. You can hear it. Yeah, jamming part 2, the sequel. I don't know. I really like that. I think that's my favorite thing I've made on stream so far. Granted, I've only made what, like 3, 4 songs on stream before, but yeah, I like this one a lot. A little quiet. Oh, I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Yeah, I don't have as much control when I'm doing a phone call as I do when I'm like streaming from my PC. Like I don't have my mixing panel. I can't apply reverb or anything. Mm-hmm. It reminds me of listening to the radio. I like when I get ads on Spotify because it reminds me of listening to the radio. uh, but I wonder. I should actually have control over noise canceling. Maybe if I turn on. Ooh. Okay, wait. If it's like this, maybe this would work. Tell me if this cuts out. We often said that we'd never grow old. Though the years we've spent have left us cold. And on this night, when the color of your breath, that clouded side, weave silken threads. I mean, I might as well finish it at this point. I was just doing sound tests to see if it would work, but we can get the my memory is so sweet. I smile, although you'll never be again with me. The wind was still, and the moon was full. I kind of want to take that one and develop it at some point in the future. Maybe change a couple lines because I realized that I was cooking with the sound of my windowsill fog thick as wool, but the meaning is actually broken there because windowsill does not refer to the glass. It refers to the part below the glass. It refers to like the little shelf at the bottom of the frame. So I got to change that line if I want it to be consistent. Whether it's the windowsill part or the thick as wool part, like fogged. And I gotta come up with a new line for that part. Could add some harmonies and stuff as well. Could be nice. Mm. Yeah, I really like that one. I need to write down those chords before I forget them. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll make a point to write those down so I can bring that back in the future. Window pane. See, that would work, but the whole point is that it rhymes with wind was still. The wind was still, my windowsill. Like it sounds the same. It's delicious. But the meaning is broken when I talk about it fogging because the glass fogs, the sill does not. Mm. Hmm. Yeah, I gotta come up with something better. But I'll find a way. I can be very stubborn with lyrics. My approach to writing lyrics is to get something on the page, just like what I did yesterday. And then I zone in on one singular line that I hate the most until I like it. And then I repeat the process until I can't find one that I hate. Mm. Yeah, I'll brainstorm another time. Ooh, I could do it like by my windowsill. Like by my windowsill. That could give me a little bit more leverage to control the remainder of the line. By my windowsill. Even just fog, thick as wool. Yeah. By my windowsill. Beside my beside my windowsill. I love that style of singing. It's not appropriate for any of the genres that I personally participate in or that I get really into singing, but I love it. It's so fun to sing. It reminds me of when I was still a classical student because I did have to learn a couple of those. Mm, that very like Celtic sounding stuff. Very tasty, very oishi. Mm. You think I suit it? Oh, you're too nice. Thank you. Maybe I can do something with that in the future. Could be nice. Vitruvius and Clifford. Twice the feud of Vitruvius and Clifford, known and witnessed by all witch and wizard. I these two they disputed and bickered, deep in the mine and down by the river. I'm so mad because I botched the delivery. There was a joke in that one that I didn't deliver. So nobody laughed at it because I didn't deliver it as the joke version. The next part was one born to Willerton, the wife of a wizard, which is the first joke, right? Because it perpetuates the idea that Willerton was his mother. And then the next joke, I missed it when I sang it in the talent show. I sang it as one once despicable witch hunting Clifford, but it was supposed to be one once despicable witch hunting. Like I was supposed to do a full like witch hunting Clifford, but I didn't do it. I forgot in the moment. I was so mad. I was so mad when it was finished. I was like, the joke didn't land because I didn't do it right. Yeah, I sang it wrong. It's supposed to be witch hunting, like with a capital H at the beginning of the word witch, because that's how he said it. That was the joke, but I forgot it. Oh. Could you imagine the laughs I would have gotten had I delivered that one? And now I can never go back. Still new lore. Hey, we're not at the year yet. We still got another month or two. I think it was September that happened, right? The anniversary's not here yet. There's still time. There's still time for it to be reasonable. Now, when we hit the anniversary, it'll be reasonable for me to talk about it for about a week, and then I should never speak about it ever again. I've been thinking about it a lot more recently, though. I had a period of like reminiscing because I caught a tweet randomly from somebody who was watching it and talking about their I guess their reaction to it. And I read through a little of their reaction and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like I'm there again. Like, because it was written in the order of the events of the stream that they watched. I was like, oh. So then I went back to the streams myself and I skimmed around a bit. And it was really nice. Very nostalgic for me, even though it's only like a fraction of a year old at this point. Yeah, I've just been thinking about it a lot more in general, and I'm catching more fan art and stuff. Lots of fan creations in general. I saw somebody at a meet and greet who I remember did a cosplay at one point in the past. I don't know. There's just been a lot more VCraft on my radar recently, like the last month. You know what I mean? Just in general, it's on my radar again. It's being shown to me against my will, so I can't help but be all sappy and sentimental about it. If there was a part two, would I make a new character or continue as Calvin? I've thought about it and I don't know. Because I would kind of prefer for Calvin's story to be left ambiguous and undetailed. I think it would depend on the exact setting of the game. And also, I think it would depend on what everybody else was doing. Because I personally would not want to play Calvin if there were any recurring characters that were important to his story from before. Because I personally prefer the interpretation that after New Witchington, Calvin is gone and he meets new people. I prefer the idea that he's like burnt these bridges, and so his approach now is to try again with new people. That I could probably handle if it was all different, but otherwise it creates a conflict with my personal image for how the rest of his life plays out. Yeah. I also just have other ideas for that kind of setting that I'd have fun doing, and I want to play more silly characters when it comes to these big role play servers. I really enjoy playing silly characters, and I don't know. Part of what makes me so sentimental and emotional about VCraft is that it was such a serious experience, but that meant in pursuing that so seriously that I locked myself out of a number of really fun moments that I could have had. So I don't know. I'm kind of drawn to the sillier ideas more recently. Mm. Would he like my other characters if he met them? Uh, I think he would at the very least tolerate them if this is like post VCraft. I think he's a complicated but now a more realized person, right? Um Thinking emoji. I think him and Zalaic would be interesting because Zalaic pretends to talk that way, but Calvin actually talks that way. So that's kind of like an interesting gap. Like Calvin actually just uses these words because that's how he learned to talk. But in the case of Zalaic, it's like entirely performative. So I don't know how much patience he would have for him. Hmm. I think with Kale, it would be kind of a situation where Kale just kind of drags him into something and he just lets it. Calvin's the kind of person that just lets things happen to him. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes he just lets things happen to him. He just allows whatever is happening to play out. He doesn't really resist or intervene or anything, even though he has the power to do so. Mm. I think Kel would probably take issue with him for some like stupid, ridiculous reason. And it would be a one-sided yelling argument for like 10 seconds, and then they would part ways. I think it would be a very quick win. I think Kyle would just whip out a cigarette and be like, first time. I was tempted to respond, but just doing the voice makes me sad sometimes. I gotta be careful with that. Mm. I've played so many little characters. I want to be Zalaic. Ah, I'm so mad. I miss Minecraft. Ah, I'm like frustrated all over again every time I think about Minecraft. I'm so desperate to be playing it right now, but I can't. And then I'm normal. I'm a well-adjusted adult, and I can handle life without a little Minecraft. I'm fine. Uh, I don't know. The thing I liked most about playing Zalaic, speaking about him in past tense already, that's how you know it's bad. Oh man. What I liked most about him was my approach that I adjusted for background music. It was the most rewarding experience ever to like cue up an introduction and then get the dum 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 da 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 da. Get the BGM going every single time. It was so funny to me. The BGM in particular motivated so much of what I wanted to do. I feel like, wait, this is a really good opportunity for this. Let me set the scene. And then I press play. And that was something that literally only like me and you would get to, that like you and I would get to experience rather. The other players couldn't hear it, which is so emblematic of his experience in the world, right? Because to them, it's just this nutcase walking around pretending to be something he's not. But in his mind, he's like this really cool, imposing figure. And that's like the BGM in his personal version of the story. So it's I don't know. I just my favorite thing was seeing clips where like some clips would be me and my POV of Zalaic, but I especially love seeing other people's POVs where they've just got like whatever rinky dink BGM they've got, just little dum 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 dum, like just very like dum 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 da dum dum dum, just whatever goofy BGM they got, and then he's doing his whole thing. Yeah, or the silence. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and Shu gave me a BGM not even realizing. That was a funny moment. Ah, so many memories. In how many days did I play? What? 2 days? Oh, deep exhale. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. Ah, before you stands the revenant lord of the blood-soaked moon. I played 2 days and then died. It's so unfair. I miss when my internet problem was confined to just like randomly losing connection for like 15 minutes. I miss that. I want to go back to that. I thought that was bad. I had no idea what was coming next. Do you remember those days? Do you remember the days of like a month ago when my problem was just that I would stream just fine for like an hour and a half to 3 hours and then suddenly it would die for 20 minutes and then it would come back? You remember that? That was great. Yeah, I could handle that. I thought that was terrible. I was like, oh man, it's over for me. Uncontrollable outages that last 20 minutes. Oh no. Kaelix had no idea. I don't know if you could hear it. I just like leaned forward in my chair for seriousness effect, but like, you can't even see me. Yeah, I just like sat up in my chair and leaned forward to give you a good look at my face. Oh, yeah, he had no idea. Kaelix had no idea. What do you mean I can't even stream for 1 second at my regular bitrate? Maybe in a month I'll look back on this and laugh. Maybe in a month. Maybe in 2 months. We'll find out together. Eye twitching. I start foaming at the mouth like a chihuahua. Sable loves my chihuahua. He loves when I do the chihuahua sound. He would kill, this would kill right now if he were here. He'd be like, ah ha 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 ha. Okay, so, ah ha ha ha. And I'd just be like, But on the inside, I'm like, yes. Uh, he loves it when I do that. I haven't whipped that one out for him in a while. It's my free make Sable laugh button. Yeah, that's my impression of his laugh. He has a few different laughs, but that's my favorite one. Is when he does the laugh where he's like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like it starts with a higher one, like I like that laugh the most. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you remember when By the Beat played games together? I remember too. Remember when I said I was going to collab with them a bunch this year? I'm so mad. I'm so No, I'm not mad. I'm so chill and I'm patient and I'm gentle and the things I deserve will come to me. I wonder if I could do a stream collab if I just didn't stream my POV. Because it seems like I'm able to do calls and meetings and stuff without any really big problems. I only disconnect every now and then. So, like, if I was just joining a game lobby or something, I don't know. Even aside from my internet, though, everybody in By the Beat is super busy right now. And just in general, it's just been busy. It's been hard. Mm. Oh, well. Mm. Yeah, sometime. There will come a day. There will come a way. Once there was a way. Once there was a way. Oh, that was the funniest thing ever when I was still on TikTok before I deleted it forever. Do you remember that meme? Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way. Splatoon. I want them to play Splatoon so bad. I've been really tempted to get super into Splatoon. I'm kind of tempted to train a game up and try to like rank in something. Because I don't really have any games that I rank in, but there was a time when I was like consistently playing ranked in Splatoon 2. I played a lot of ranked in Splatoon 2. Um I don't know, I've just so many people around me are getting really locked in on things like Apex and Street Fighter. And I don't have any of these games, and I don't personally enjoy playing those kinds of games seriously. But Splatoon, I do enjoy. So I've been kind of tempted to get into it and see if I can achieve a decent rank. Set realistic expectations, of course, but I don't know. There's also part of me that really misses our little arc with Mario Kart. I think enough time has passed already that I kind of want to play it again. I'm kind of curious to see how I fare in lobbies with you again now that I've trained a little bit. I had my little training arc and it went so well. No, I accomplished my goal. I felt really good about that. Mm. I only cried a little bit. Miss my mental breakdowns. No more breakdowns though, because now I'm good at the game, right? Maybe for a game stream we could. Maybe for a game stream I could just play the game on a phone call like this, and you can hear me play it, but you can't see it. And you'll just have to imagine what place I'm in based on my reaction. Maybe that's what we can do instead. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I've already stayed here longer than I planned to. I only planned to call you for like an hour before I got locked in on my day. I still need to exercise. I need to make some breakfast. I've got some work to get done. I have some administrative planning to do somewhere in between all of this. I'd like to record one of these things. Yeah, I got a lot to do today. So I just thought I'd call you in the morning. I noticed that my very few streams have all been in the evening lately, and I try to vary things up. I know sometimes it's harder to watch because of things like work or school. That being said, I appreciate you if you watch as a VOD or anything like that, or if you listen to a replay in a case like this. But in any case, I just try to offer some variety. So I thought I'd call for a bit before I got my day started. I don't know when I'll be able to call again or stream again. The next few days are going to be particularly busy for me. Like Sunday through Wednesday will be super busy. And there will be some other things later in the week. And then I think same period next week, like Monday the 27th should be super busy. It's going to be super busy through the end of the month, I think. But I will keep you as posted as I'm able to. Mm. Okay. Uh, yeah. I don't know when I'll see you, but in the meantime, I hope you can get some good rest. You know, take some time to relax. Don't work super hard all the time. It's good to do your best, and I support that, but make sure you check in with yourself. Don't push yourself too hard. Take some time off when you're able to. Get some good food as well. Make sure you're filled with all the good nutrients that your body needs. And as always, please take care of yourself. Get some good activity when you can. A little exercise goes a long way. Stretching helps. Fluids are important. Drink plenty of water, etc. Return to me in one piece, pretty please. And you can trust I'll take care of myself as well. Whoa! Oh my gosh, one of my earbuds fell out. I don't know if you heard it. I was so scared. I caught it in my hand though. It did not hit the ground. Felt pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. I don't know when, but till next time. Bye bye.